History is full of great women whose destinies intertwined with the fates of entire nations. Today we will tell the story of two legendary figures whose courage and wisdom forever changed the course of history. Cleopatra, Queen of Egypt, and Joan of Arc, the Maid of Orléans. Cleopatra, the last queen of Egypt, was born in 69 BCE. Growing up amidst intrigues and conspiracies, she showed remarkable wisdom and strength to keep her throne. Despite her young age, Cleopatra managed to win the trust and hearts of the most powerful men in Rome. From a young age, Cleopatra showed an extraordinary thirst for knowledge. She studied sciences, literature, and languages, becoming one of the most educated women of her time. At 18, she was involved in a fierce struggle for power with her own brothers. In 48 BCE, Cleopatra met Julius Caesar. Legend has it that she arrived hidden in a carpet to avoid her enemies. This bold and cunning move allowed her to form an alliance with the powerful Roman general. With Caesar's support, Cleopatra strengthened her position on the throne. She ruled Egypt with wisdom and determination. Under her leadership, the country flourished. Sciences, arts, and the economy developed. Cleopatra sought to strengthen Egypt's independence and preserve its culture. After Caesar's assassination, Cleopatra found a new ally in Mark Antony. Their relationship was not only romantic but also political. Together, they tried to resist the growing power of Octavian, Caesar's heir. However, their efforts were unsuccessful. In 31 BCE, at the Battle of Actium, Cleopatra and Antony's fleet was defeated. Facing inevitable victory by Octavian, Cleopatra decided to take her own life to avoid becoming a trophy for her enemy. Her death marked the end of the Ptolemaic dynasty and Egypt's independence. Now let's move 1,000 years forward to the mid-15th century. France is engulfed in the 100 Years' War. In a small village, a girl is born who is destined to change the course of this war, Joan of Arc. She heard the voices of saints calling her to free France. Joan of Arc was born in 1412 in the small village of Domremy. At the age of 13, she began hearing the voices of Saints Michael, Catherine, and Margaret, who called her to help King Charles VII liberate France from English domination. In 1429, Joan arrived at the court of Charles VII. She managed to convince him of her mission, and she was given command of an army. This was an incredible victory for the young girl, but her journey was just beginning. Joan led the French army to lift the siege of Orléans. Her presence on the battlefield inspired the soldiers, and they achieved a decisive victory. Joan became a national heroine and a symbol of hope for all of France. But her triumph was short-lived. In 1430, Joan was captured by the Burgundians and handed over to the English. She was accused of heresy, witchcraft, and violating church laws. The trial was a farce, but Joan showed incredible courage, defending her beliefs. On May 30th, 1431, Joan of Arc was burned at the stake in Rouen. Her death caused a wide resonance. 25 years later, Joan was rehabilitated, and in 1920 she was canonized by the Catholic Church. Today she remains a symbol of faith, courage, and patriotism. Cleopatra and Joan of Arc, two women from different eras and different worlds. But they share one thing: they were strong leaders whose actions forever changed history. Their legacy lives on, inspiring us to great deeds and showing that even in the most difficult times, we can find the strength to fight. If you enjoyed this story, subscribe to our channel and leave a comment. Which other famous women in history interest you? Share your thoughts and stay tuned for new episodes.